don't think that any community can exist without the arts. You know, I think that the creative spirit is the human spirit.
What would my school be like without the arts? That's something I don't want to really think about. I think that would be going back in time.
I don't want to have to ever think about what my life would be without the arts. I just can't imagine.
Our choices become limited. We don't look at the world through a colorful lens. We think there's this or there's that. I think the arts just opens the spectrum.
Art is so integrated in our daily lives. I think we don't really go more than 10 minutes without being affected by art in some way.
When you get to play instruments and you get to do art, you get to be like more creative than like when you're in math or something. You have to do like, I think stuff would be a lot more boring.
Had we not had this impact of arts that continues to grow as the community grows, then we will have a loud quiet.
Without art, we would cease to grow.
So I feel like what most communities have to figure out is how to harness that creative spirit and make it a piece of the economy. And I think Raleigh and Wake County, through the efforts of United Arts and others, they've done a good job of convincing everyone on board, all stakeholders, that the arts are essential to growth in our area.
We do cultural arts presentations, residencies, performances, and instruction.
Our Young Artists exhibit, where we bring in works from all over Wake County, public and private schools, and give those students an opportunity to showcase their work in a professional gallery setting.
And part of the magic is the way that you guys relate to not only the students, and you do reach students fabulously, but the way they reach and touch the teachers.
Whenever they come, they're always like interactive with us, so it's like even more fun to do. And they're nice and they share stories.
The Artist Directory is a great resource for schools when they know they want to have an extra person come in and teach the teachers or collaborate with the students. And it's a long process trying to find the right person to fit the need, and the United Arts has made that very easy.
What they're giving us has everything to do with our curriculum, and they tie it in, whether it's history or language arts, science, everything.
If you want this type of artist to meet this need, you can just go to that directory and select that person.
I bring in musicians, I bring in dancers, writers.
There was a play and it was kind of like a remix of the Little Red Riding Hood.
I bring in visual artists.
And he taught us how to make like these little animals out of like wire and beads, and we made a king cobra, and he made like this motorcycle thing. It was really cool.
People from the symphony, just people who will do plays.
A traveling troupe who came in and performed a play completely in Spanish. We have a high ESL population at our school, so when the students were sitting there, they felt like this was for me. This is the first time I'm sitting there where it's directly for me.
So that our diverse population, our school, can see themselves up there.
For my electives, I take dance. What do you do with dance? We dance.
We get to teach teachers, and when we teach teachers, we're teaching not just the 10, 20, 30 students we see in a residency, but we're teaching all of the students in North Carolina. That's a gift.
You give to the United Arts Council, you're not only giving to the Artists in the Schools program, which helps all of our schools teach art and introduce art to students in Wake County, but you're also helping all the arts organizations in Wake County that make us such a vibrant arts community.
Funding from United Arts has helped us provide free programs out in the communities.
They have really helped us grow in the last few years, sitting down with their staff and working with their grant programs and their staff to really build some education programs, as well as enrich what we do for the community. I think emerging artists and student artists in this city would have a little less inspiration.
The funding is very helpful in the school system as things are being cut, helping us provide that financial support.
The United Arts Council has allowed us to use their funding as leverage for getting other corporate sponsors on board and receiving other grants.
It's having a creative economy, not just from a business standpoint, but also from a lifestyle standpoint.
It's great to be in a city like Raleigh that's really cultivating its art scene, because that support inspires us to do more things, to reach more people, and to be as creative as possible, as well as all work together.
If we weren't able to fill those gaps, then the programs would be lost, and who loses when the programs are gone? The audience, the public.
If we all enjoy this community as citizens, it's up to the businesses and the individuals to contribute to the funding, because if they don't contribute to it, we're not going to have it.
More funding would directly correlate with connecting to more students.
We'd certainly be able to reach more audiences that are underserved.
We can provide more energy and increase the arts education.
We do really appreciate how much effort, not only in money, but in terms of support that the United Arts Council has given Visual Art Exchange.
You know, people who are creative, like I like to think I'm creative because I'm a lawyer who has to be very inventive day to day. And so having an avocation of playing music and doing something totally different from what I do during my day life helps me be more creative when I am confronted with the issues that I face day to day. And I think an engineer would say the same thing, a software designer would say the same thing, you know, because I know a lot of software designers who are banjo players.
I started playing the drums, like the full drum set, in 2008. And yeah, and I think we started piano when we were 3rd grade, and we quit that in like 4th, and now I play guitar. I started last Thursday.
Too big?
No. No, play this first theme song.
She doesn't.
I don't have that memorized.
She doesn't have that
the second
memorized.
part. Well, then.
Is that guitar too big? It's a little big?
No, it's just these clothes are slippery.
Oh.